I can say the ingredients of a Burger King Whopper backwards.
Welcome to South Jersey Girls. I'm Klein Aleardi.
I'm Jane Feld.
I'm Elyse Notarianni.
And I'm Marianne Aleardi.
And today we have an interview with astrophotographer Chris Bakley. But first, did anyone watch last week's Mars landing?
I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah, same.
Okay, cool.
You guys must have known it was happening because I told you I had to kick my entire family out of the basement so that I could do the podcast last week.
You're overestimating how much I'm listening.
Fair enough.
Also, Jane may be the most technologically savvy out of all of us, but today she's taking a step back and she's calling in. That's why she sounds the way she does.
I'm drinking my Tang, but my internet broke.
What did you even get to see?
Truth be told, it's a little boring. It's just like a whole process of it. Well, my husband wouldn't call it boring, of it coming down to the planet and doing all these procedures, like all these rocket scientists, truthfully, have been planning for years and years and years with zillions of dollars, and everything had to be working to precision because there's no person, and it worked so perfectly. But the most beautiful moment is when everyone's cheering, and it's not like the movies where it's all these men with starched shirts with their cigarettes cheering. It's like women and people of color, and even the NASA TV is these women who comment about all of the things that are happening.
Wow. I didn't know that.
But I just found out that New Jersey has this crazy Mars connection. I was trying to find out if anyone from here had worked on the Mars landing, and I found something so much better, which is that in 1938, you know when they broadcast on the radio the reading of like the War of the Worlds, is it George Orwell?
Yeah, sure.
So when that happened, because they flipped it up and made it just sound like radio broadcasts, like that's how they told the story, there were people who thought it was really happening. And so it's set in Glen Mills, New Jersey, which is near Princeton. So a bunch of people came to New Jersey to try to fight off the aliens.
When?
Oh, brave citizens.
Like that day.
1938.
1938, when they did the broadcast. And so this town has this like huge bronze, like 7-foot tall monument, pretty much. There was a guy who shot at the water tower in the town because he thought it was a Martian.
Wow.
Did he damage it?
I don't know. It said it was still standing, so you can go see it.
Yeah, I don't think that I would be that kind of person. I didn't even prepare for like the Eclipse in 2017. I was one of those people who looked straight up at it without glasses. Like,
you did?
I did. I didn't have anything, and I thought, I'm outside, I can look. I couldn't.
Wow.
Did you damage your eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. My glasses are actually prescription now, but
Come on, that was pretty well known that you weren't supposed to look directly at it.
you're not supposed to look at the sun either. But like, I see the sun all the time.
Did it hurt?
I mean, I had some spots after for a while.
And you saw it?
No, I didn't see anything.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, when you look at it without glasses, because apparently nobody else tried, it was just like this big light. Like, from what I remember, I don't even think you could see like the outline of it. It just was like a big random blob of light in the middle of the sky.
Man.
Wow.
Oh,
I thought
Elyse.
Eclipse was supposed to be dark.
I mean, you're not wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
We were very prepared for it because we went down the shore and we brought our massive telescope, and Craig wound up having the telescope look at the sun, and then somehow he projected it onto the garage door.
That's really
Yeah, I
amazing.
think he wanted to be one of those NASA scientists, but
Down the shore is one of my favorite places to go stargazing. I remember I used to go with John probably in like the first year or so of our relationship when we were still trying to like be really cute. I would go down to the beach with his family in Avalon, and we would go out on the jetty and watch the stars until finally John got comfortable enough in the relationship to tell me that it freaked him out to be out there at night.
Wait, really?
oh,
Yeah, because we were out on the jetty, so it was so dark and you had the ocean all around you. And I thought that was cool, and he did not.
That stuff is so cool.
There's a South Jersey Astronomy Club. They have watch parties. It's weird because they haven't had them because of COVID. And I don't get why, because it's outside, but they haven't,
great.
which is some good for them being cautious. But they actually take telescopes. So when you go there and you walk to the spot, there will be telescopes there, and there are people who will really help you with what you're looking at, which is what I always think that I look through it. We have a telescope surprisingly. And when you look through it, I don't know what I'm looking at. So it kind of
Yeah.
loses its appeal.
Then you must like the planetarium.
Planetariums are very cool. I haven't been there though since the girls were little. However, a couple years ago, I called the Franklin Institute's planetarium, because you can have a party there. And I thought that was so cool, but it was super expensive.
So it's really a planetarium effort, not really a visit.
Yeah, party planning effort.
Partial
I
credit.
like it.
I've actually never been to a planetarium. Like
Yeah,
what?
neither
Your
have I.
life?
I don't even. No, never.
That's not true. That's not true. I've taken you to planetariums.
Okay. I've never been to a planetarium enough to like
Fine. Your
remember what it's
birthday-
like.
Your birthday party was at a planetarium, the Franklin Institute's planetarium. It was this
Okay.
awesome birthday party. I will show
Okay.
you the pictures of what a
Okay.
good time you had.
What
Wait,
year?
I thought we just
How
said
old
that
was
we
she?
didn't go through with this.
No,
Well,
no,
first of
no,
all,
no,
there's
no.
that.
That was a little kid. She was like 8. No, I was talking an adult party. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Wait, Klein.
Oh, that would be cool.
Klein, have you blanked out your 8th birthday party?
Yes, Klein. Are you
well,
forgetting that part of
As
your
you
life?
I
Yeah.
said, I haven't been enough to remember what it's like.
Yeah, well, don't say you've never been
Going
there.
once.
You've gone more than once, and to planetariums in different states.
What other state?
I believe we went to a planetarium in Washington, D.C.
Okay. Maybe also because I was 8, I wasn't really paying attention.
Klein, you always paid attention.
Also possible.
You were very
With
attentive
my
as my
notebook?
firstborn. As my firstborn, yes. Did I ever tell you that? When we went to Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, Klein was, how old were you, 10? And she said, we were like on the tours, and she turns to me and she says, I wish I brought my notebook so I could have taken notes. I was like, oh
Oh,
my
thought
God,
I-
Klein, that's so sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah, that lasted. Would any of you go to space if Elon
No.
Musk came and knocked on your door?
That'd be a no.
Why?
I would, but I want to wait until there's a more luxurious way to travel. Like right now,
She's
it's
only going
just
in first
too
class.
gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard no. Would you go, Klein?
I don't know. It just seems like one of those things that's like, if you had the chance, isn't that something that you should probably take? If
No.
not, a lot
No.
of people get that. Okay. Well, I did think it would be fun. I really thought that I would have better answers than no. But to see who would actually be best equipped to be an astronaut and actually make
Oh,
the
love
trip
this.
to space. Yeah.
I know the answer.
You do?
It's not me. I can tell you that. But go ahead. We'll see. For one thing, I would throw up a lot.
Okay. I'm not going to throw you in like a G-force simulator.
No, I know. No.
We
I
don't
I-
have the funds
Ooh.
for that. So I did have a disclaimer that none of us would really be able to go because there are these like baseline qualifications that none of us meet. You need a master's degree in a STEM
Hmm.
topic.
Yeah.
None of us
Darn
have.
it, mine's in creative writing. Okay.
There you
Al.
go. You need 2 years of related professional experience.
Yeah.
You also need to
Okay.
pass the NASA long duration flight astronaut physical. The only qualification that we all have is that we're US citizens, and we did
Yay.
absolutely nothing to get that. So
Love it.
okay, so the only thing that I could find that didn't involve like heavy machinery was a memory test. Okay, so the way that this works is I'm gonna read a sequence of numbers and you have to repeat them back to me backwards.
Wait,
Like,
I can say the ingredients of a Burger King Big Mac backwards. Is that good enough? Can I just give you that?
I don't think there are Big Macs
Not at
in
all
space.
what we're doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
not Big Macs. What? I can say the ingredients of a Burger King Whopper backwards.
I think the fact
And
that
it-
you just called a Burger King burger a Big Mac means that you're immediately disqualified.
Oh,
So who wants to go first?
I would love to go first and get this
Okay.
over with.
Let's do this.
Just
Okay.
remember, I know the Whopper backwards.
6, 9, 7, 8.
Oh, 8796.
To be honest, that's kind of surprising.
Please.
Round one.
That was easy.
That was round 1. Round 2.
Oh,
5,
n-
7.
this- Still me?
Yeah.
I thought I was just getting one round.
No, astronauts can do this with 12 numbers.
Wow. I would not be able to do it with 12 numbers.
So, ready?
Yeah.
57806.
60875.
Wait, what is happening? This is so weird. Okay.
Okay,
Next
hold on.
one. 5749681.
1869475.
Okay, I'm gonna be really annoyed if you get past the numbers that I wrote out.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one.
Am I saying them too like rhythmically? Should I?
No, you're not saying it
No,
rhythmic-
Marianne's
rhythmically at all.
a born astronaut.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane.
Okay. 86532479.
974 23578.
Oh, so
Oh,
close.
what'd I get?
23568.
I got one number wrong. I'll take it. I'm
That's
taking it.
good.
That's good.
So who wants to go next?
All right, I'll put on my glasses for this so I can be smarter.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay. So first level, 4765.
5674.
Correct. 16509.
9 7 5 6 1.
I said 0, right? You said that, and all of a sudden I was like, oh no, did I say the wrong number?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So a little insight into my life. Jane, every once in a while, is like, "Hey, will you do this thing?" And then I say yes, and then I immediately forget that it ever happened, like this request ever happened, and
Wow.
this just happened.
I thought.
Did I make up a 7 in that?
You did.
I knew
I
it.
appreciate.
actually
I
makes me feel
admire your
better.
creativity.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, Mom, you don't understand how shocked I was, and a little annoyed. All right,
Don't do
Jane.
that, guys.
I'm not gonna be good at this, so go
That's okay because I did
Hey,
not
who's
write
doing it?
enough
Klein, who's
numbers.
doing it to you? Who's doing it to
No
you?
one. No one is.
Oh, I'll do it.
Can I just
I'll
write
make it up right now.
Thank you, Elyse. Thank you, Elyse.
All right, Jane. Level 1.
Okay.
1423.
4, 3. I can't even do it. I give up.
Do you want to try a different one?
No, I'll
No?
just say that my brain's not visualizing things right now.
I think it's the end of the day. You're just done. If you did it at 9 o'clock in the morning, it might be a little different.
Oh, I think I would have been great at 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even went swimming today. I would have been like
Oh.
8 numbers out. I don't know.
Yeah. Coming out of the pool, she would have been spitting them out. Like, go ahead.
All right. Well, Mom, that's.
Thank you.
I
Congratulations.
really didn't
Wait,
see
no.
this going this
Klein's
way.
got it. Klein.
Give me 1
Elyse.
second.
Yeah, Klein.
She's not
This
going
is
to beat
so awesome.
Marianne. Marianne, you have to report to Elon Musk school next week.
Yeah.
3817.
7183.
69258.
It's really hard to flip them around. 85296.
712956.
659217.
6514820.
0284156.
These Aleardi girls, my gosh.
Wow.
What is up?
We would do this to them every night. We would drill them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say these numbers. You say them backwards.
The biggest disappointment in my family was me not becoming an astronaut.
Mm.
I'm here today with astrophotographer Chris Bakley. Chris, how are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Of course, I'm very excited to talk about this because you have these incredible photos all over your Instagram.
Oh,
of the
thank you
night
so
sky.
much.
How did you get started in doing all of this?
So my journey actually started just about 10 years ago. All over the news was about this huge NASA mission called ATREX. And, you know, the main thing that comes into your mind when you think of NASA and launches is Cape Canaveral. But there's actually a flight facility in Virginia. And those rocket launches we can actually see from right here in South Jersey. So it was all over the news how there was this upcoming launch and they were going to launch 5 rockets at once. And it was going to release glow-in-the-dark tracers into the night sky. Of course, I'm like, well, at this point, I wasn't too much into the night sky or photography in general. I had a $50 camera at the time. But I'm like, I couldn't help but be excited. So that's what actually started it.
So speaking of NASA, actually, you're now a solar system ambassador for NASA, right?
So yes, let me explain all of that a little bit and how that all came into
great.
play. I started taking these photographs that you see on my Instagram and everything. And people started contacting me and were like, well, how can I see these awesome events? So I started hosting events for my community down here at the Jersey Shore. But the one problem that I did run into was the legitimacy of it, because I'm really just a guy who's a photographer who loves to share my passion with the community. So that's when I started looking into the Solar System Ambassador Program through NASA. I applied for a few years, not gonna lie.
Got it. Got it.
It took me a few years to apply.
I mean, it is NASA, so even that, like, that's impressive, honestly, that you're even in this. Yeah.
So with the Solar System Ambassador Program, it actually is to share the missions of NASA and their discoveries with our community. Super cool, like unlimited access to information and education to share with our community, which is just super awesome. Now, I actually got approved for it last March, right before the virus hit. So literally as it hit, I was approved, and it kind of sent me through like a spiral a little bit. You know, I was gearing up to host so many awesome events for that summer, this last summer, and I was going to do really cool stuff. Like I don't know if you've heard about the movies on the beach down here at the shore, where it's a huge projector. Well, think about that, but a live rocket launch. So I'm at the front commentating on the rocket launch. Everybody's just out there enjoying it.
Are there any upcoming events to look for that we can like go look for ourselves?
Absolutely. So there's one huge event coming up this summer. So on June 10th, the morning of June 10th, the sun will be rising at sunrise, nearly 70% eclipsed. So you don't need any special equipment for a few short moments. Now, you know, at sunrise or sunset, you have those few minutes of when the sun is very close to the horizon and it doesn't hurt your eyes and you're able to look at it closely without any problems with your eyes.
Right.
That's going to be happening on June 10th as well. As long as it's clear, you're going to be able to go out there and witness that eclipse at sunrise. That's going to be a major event. And you know what? And with these events, weather can change at any moment. So even if it's fully cloudy, I still recommend everybody going out there and checking it out.
And because I am such a beginner at this, how early would you recommend like getting in your spot and getting situated for this?
So that's an extremely good question, and I appreciate you asking that. Because one of the most exciting moments in astronomy is sitting there an hour and a half before sunrise and watching the stars disappear into the sunrise and watching that dawn rise. So experience that entire situation. If you want to get out there early, get out there an hour and a half early, stargaze for a few minutes, and then just watch the stars fade into the sunrise, and you'll be completely breathtakingly beautiful sights.
Yeah. So. That sounds amazing, actually. I never would have thought of that. See, that's perfect. I'm definitely marking that on my calendar.
Good. Obviously, I've kept the photos going. You know, going out there alone and keeping those photos going is no problem. But what I've really, I guess, adapted to was the online presence of doing live streams. And, you know, it was difficult. I'm not going to lie. It was definitely a huge change of pace. You know, I don't have a huge online following, but you know, I was grateful for 2020. It was a huge year for space. You had the first manned flight from the U.S. soil in over 9 years. So that was extremely exciting. I started with that event, and that was my first live stream. And then I started, you know, not only playing with the NASA stuff with rocket launches and commentating that and getting the people involved in my chat, but also going out there and pushing the limits of my camera and doing live streams of the stars.
Right. I was just actually watching one of your live streams from Cape May of just the stars and the ocean.
Yeah.
And it's so calming. It's not even funny. Like
it was definitely it was awesome to be able to do that kind of stuff. And you know, and it's everybody's fighting a different battle right now, and to be able to just get their mind off of everything and just relax a little bit and learn at the same time, you know.
Right.
So you can't beat it.
So where all can people watch your live streams?
So right now I was doing it through YouTube and Facebook, but as we get through this pandemic, I think this year I'm going to see about doing those in-person events again. Obviously we don't know how this summer is going to end up, but I hope to, because believe it or not, last summer you did have a lot of people still at the beach. They're all socially distanced. So I believe that maybe I can do something similar to that and keep everybody, you know, separated and just see what I can do. And right now I'm doing it on my personal Facebook page and my YouTube channel, which is just my name, Chris Bakley. But, you know, it's not many followers on there, but that just gives it even more of a personal experience for everybody who joins.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so true. For people who are interested in taking photos of the night sky, I mean, just me personally, I kind of want to take them just because I think it would be really cool to have in my apartment.
Absolutely.
I'm obviously lacking art, so it would be really good to put something up there.
Absolutely.
Do you have any tips for getting those good pictures?
To get started into it, you need a ton of patience and a very vast knowledge of photography before you go out there and take these photos. Photography during the day is challenging in itself. Add a dark beach where you can't see your camera into that, and then it's just now you're kind of lost. It's
Yeah,
like what I
well,
didn't know during the day. But believe it or not, these days, camera phones or cameras on your phone, they have a mode where you can take photos of the stars. And really, it's just long exposures. So you need a DSLR camera, definitely a DSLR camera. The better photos that you want, the more expensive the equipment is.
Right.
So that's kind of like, that's the drawback there.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
With anything, I guess, the more
Right.
expensive, but you can do other things that doesn't include just the stars. Last week, I actually did a special project where I made my own camera to track the sun's path across the sky.
Wow.
So it would rise in the east, set in the west, obviously. But what path does the sun take during that time? Is it a perfect arc? Does it go up and down a little bit?
Right.
What is that? What does it do? So I made my own pinhole camera out of a 12-ounce can and a piece of film. Not a super light sensitive piece of film, just like a photo paper kind of film. Right. And the sun burned itself into the film for a week straight. And then after that, it showed the sun going across the sky for an entire week. So that literally costed me $3. And you can go out there and do that. Cool. You can make your own cameras and do all that kind of fun stuff. So although the equipment is expensive for the camera stuff, there's still tons of things that you can do with just a few dollars and some imagination.
I know Cape May is one of your favorites, obviously, since you're there, but do you have other South
So if you don't mind, I would love to actually explain all of that.
Oh my God, yes, absolutely.
So one of the main things with stargazing is light pollution, and that's what hinders us from seeing the stars in all of its glory. But what happens down here at the shore? Well, when you look out over the ocean, there is no light pollution over the ocean. So the only light pollution that you're dealing with is the light pollution from the city that you're in or wherever you are. Right. So in Cape May, Sea Isle, Strathmere, all these cities, Avalon, Stone Harbor, all of these cities with not much light pollution. They have some, especially during the summer. The more you go into summer, the more lights will be turned on and the more light pollution you'll have. But looking out over the ocean, you can get a nearly perfect view of the night sky without any hindrance from the light pollution.
One thing that always surprises me is that when I think of stargazing, it seems kind of like a solo activity, but it sounds like you're able to find a large community there. Yeah.
And I feel like this community that I'm starting to build is people who have never even thought about stargazing before or astronomy. And I really try to include everybody in it. And so it's not just for kids, it's not just for families, it's for everybody. And I really try to nail down the fact that you don't have to love science in order to love astronomy or space. Or if you can go out there and appreciate a sunrise or a sunset for just the beauty of it, I feel like you can also go out there and appreciate the beauty of the night sky and the stars and the cosmos and everything else. So good. I hope everybody does. That's going to be an amazing event. Just really quick. I've been studying the night sky for half my life, and I've been studying the darkness for half my life. I know a lot of people out there right now are fighting their own battles and feel like that they're in that never-ending darkness right now. But let me just tell you all that the dawn will come, new opportunities will come, and along that will be peace. So just hang in there, everybody, and as always, just keep looking up and everything will be all right.
That's the best advice I've heard in a very long time. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for explaining all of this to us and giving us something to look up for.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So instead of saying goodbye, in the aerospace and space community, we actually say clear skies. So
oh my God,
clear skies to you and everybody out there. And thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks to Chris for that interview. Mom.
Yes.
Do you want to show off your Whopper trick?
Yes. Ready? Okay. So not only can I say it backwards, but I can say it backwards fast. Here we go. Bun, seed, sesame, onions, pickles, cheese, lettuce, sauce, special patties, beef ball too. Thank you very much. I don't know how I know that, but thank you very much. It is a skill. Stop laughing. Be proud.
That was interesting.
And if you want to hear other fascinating things like that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have new episodes every Tuesday.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.